In March, the European Commission announced that it had ruled in favour of Royal Mail Group receiving state aid approval to allow the UK government to take on the Royal Mail pension scheme and deficit. This will mean the government taking control of £28 billion worth of assets currently within the pension fund. The CWU said that the announcement was very good news for postal workers and claimed the decision as a success for the union's long-standing campaign.
What's happened is that the European Commission has now allowed the pension fund to be dealt with, so that the pension fund deficit will be taken off Royal Mail's books. The government will take over the £28 billion of assets, and that puts Royal Mail in a much better position. So that's a good decision for the CWU and its allies.
There are some concerns, and we address those concerns around the transfer of assets and the transfer of liabilities. People may have seen some of that in the media. Some of that was government spin to suit the budget, but the reality is this is costing the government a lot of money. What we did to ensure that the legal safeguards are in place is we engaged our own independent pension experts, lawyers and actuaries, and they made sure that they went through the legislation very closely with the government in discussions, and we're satisfied that what's going to be left, what Royal Mail will be responsible for in the future, which is maintaining the salary link, final salary link of the scheme, that will be fully funded going forward, and that the scheme going forward is deficit free. I suppose the other issue that some people may have had concerns about is that this, some people were saying, well, this could bring forward privatisation. But we have to put that in context. Privatisation is now an Act of Parliament. The union's got to deal with that. We're still opposed to privatisation, but we've also got to engage the government and influence what's coming our way. But what's important to remember here is that without this pension solution, the consequences for our members would be very severe, including the strong possibility of the scheme being wound up completely, and it could bring about a very serious financial situation for the company because it wasn't sustainable in its current format. So with the solution, they've got more security on their pensions, the company's finances are transformed. We'll still have to deal with the issue of privatisation, and I believe that we can deal with those things. So all in all, this is a good news story for our members.